test. Hopefully today it's gonna work, because this is second time I'm already recording video on how I'm practicing my pike press, handstand press on the pole. I don't know how you call it. Just let me know in the comments if you know how this trick is called. Like, you know, when you, for example, twisted grip and you pressing yourself, I guess it's a press up. I don't know, like I call it handstand on the pole, handstand press. So let's call it, okay, pike press on the pole. So like when you do this and then you go, wait, I'll demonstrate. I mean, I will just show you my process, how I'm doing it. We start from a little bit of warm up. I already did some warm up for my shoulders. So let me know, maybe I will make the music a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you need me to make a video on how to warm up how to prepare your shoulders for the pole dance training. What are the things, the minimum things that you need to do? Because you always need to warm up before your training, always. Like minimum 10 minutes warm up, better whole body. So I want to start like from the specific warm up things for my shoulders for the handstand press on the pole. So I already did some, as I told, and we are going, because I'm gonna practice my twisted grip. All right, this hand is not that flexible yet because, yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter why. So let me start from this hand. I'll just show you. So because I'm practicing the twisted grip, so I'll be doing the twisted grip slides on the ball. So you're pressing, you're sliding down, you're pushing your shoulder down, 2, and I will do 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Try to keep the shoulder close to the pole and just really slide on the pole. Now I'm gonna do from my other hand. So putting in press and in the twisted grip, then slide down. Not really sliding because I have some grip on this pole. So 3, and try to really keep your shoulder touching close to the pole. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I still feel kind of weird in my shoulders. Okay, let me bring something to wipe my pole with. Hopefully music is not gonna be light. I'm using noise cancelling this time because last time I recorded and the music was too loud. I just wanna keep it because like without music I'm getting sleepy, and I want to do still work for my press handstand on the pole, and I also want to do some combination after this, so can't get sleepy and cannot get too tired with this practice. So still warming up, I would do probably few like pull-ups on the pole on both sides. 2, 3, and 4. And it's not really sliding because I'm half naked here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so still warming up. And now I want to do another. This band makes me a little bit irritated. Just bothers me, but I will use it. That's why I need it. So now I want to do a few shrugs on the pole. Scapula shrugs, I would say that. Pressing with the bottom hand and pulling from with the upper hand, which we are going to use in the strength practice today. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Ow! I feel it in my abs too. I may need to change the outfit because this outfit starts sucking. 3 and 4. Did this. So I just want to explain a little bit how I've been training, because I decided I will do the handstand press. So this is the first strength movement that I want to nail. That's why so there is a technique in calisthenics. It's called grease the groove. For example, the technique is if you, for example, cannot do a lot of pull-ups, but you want to increase the amount of pull-ups you can do in one row, in one set, then you are like, except apart from your main strength training, which for example for me, I have upper body training 3 times a week. So apart of that, I choose, for example, 3 to 4 days, maybe 3, yeah, minimum 3 days a week, preferably not on the days that I'm doing my upper body. So the technique is during the day. For example, if I can do only 4 pull-ups, then during the day I do 1 to 2 pull-ups every 2 hours, for example, or few times a day, like morning, lunchtime, and evening. But for example, every 2 hours, every 3 hours, I do the pull-up. And the pull-up must be perfect. If you cannot do the pure pull-up, then you are using, like, for example, resistance band to make it as perfect as the technique as possible. So this way, after 1 month or a little bit more, you will be able to do, for example, if your maximum 4 reps, then you will be able to do 5, 6, 7, you know, and like if you keep training this method, then you'll be able eventually to do as many as you want. The thing is, you only can do the perfect form and you cannot go to failure. It's not your regular strength training, so you only put like 50-60%, so never to failure. You need to just focus on the form. Now I've tried to apply it for the handstand press. So how I'm doing this, so I researched a little bit, and apparently so there are like a, for example, hard part of the handstand press, the part that you're pushing yourself from the bottom to top. I'll show you what is this later. So you can do partial ROMs, so like partial movement, not the full movement. So because like handstand press is obviously very demanding on our shoulders, and we cannot do without warm-up. We cannot do it like throughout the day many times. So I still do like 5 minutes, 2 minutes at least warm-up before I attempt any of my strength training for the handstand press during the day. And don't get lazy on that. You prevent injury this way. And I was just focusing to do this, you know, for example, maybe negatives. So I just jump into half of the movement, and then the part that your legs are parallel to the ground and you're descending. So I've been trying to do that, the negative or few negatives, or just trying to pull myself into the movement. So I want to check my progress today, since I guess, but I want to still do few movements, warm-ups for my shoulders. Just want to make sure that it's nice and warm. The warm. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and one more. 4. I'm based in Bali and it's really hot here, and my main issue is sliding hands. If not that, I would probably be able to do a lot. So I want to put some grip that I brought from Ukraine, from my home. By the way, I'm from Ukraine, guys. So I just recently came back from home, and yeah, I just took some pole dance classes because we have the best teachers there, best pole dance instructors. Okay, so now I want to probably start from the negative, I guess, but half negative. So I will jump in the half of the movement and then slowly descend down. Okay, so hands apart, straight. Then now jumping into the movement and as slowly as possible, descending and trying to pull myself up again. Jumping into the half of the movement, slowly descending. I feel really strong. I feel stronger if to compare from the last week. But today I'm doing like kind of like a focused strength training on this part. That's why I will do probably a little bit more reps. But for example, this kind of movement, if I apply GTG, grease the groove, you can search it on Google the method, then I just throughout the day do quick 2 minutes workout for my shoulders, and then I do these half jumps and slowly descending, maybe 1 or 2 reps. Then I keep doing my work. Then after several hours I'll try again, warm up again my shoulders, try again, and so on. So so far I was be able to do it like 2 times a week. I want to increase at least 3 times a week, but I already feel I just don't like that my hands kind of want to slide. I feel it. The grip is important. Again a jump, slowly descending, and try to press up and try to pause. So the most difficult part of the movement is the right pressing into the, so that your hips over the head. And so yeah, or sometimes I practice just, maybe I will do it later, just hanging in the most difficult position, you know, like the statics of the movement. So let me do this, and I really feel stronger. If to compare with first week and the previous week, I couldn't even, like I feel now I have more control over descending. So let's see how fast I'll be able to do this handstand press. But I really feel like I'm getting stronger week by week. Maybe I just need to do it a little bit more often, maybe 3 times a week. I will try to increase. But I feel like, so my issue was like after I practiced handstand press, often my back hurts so much, like someone beat me. And usually if you have this kind of thing, it usually means that your technique is wrong. So you're doing something wrong. For example, maybe you're doing the chopper, and after you practice next day, your back hurts. Most likely the technique is wrong, and probably you're rounding and not engaging your upper back. That was my issue before I started to do upper body strength training to fix. Because if you're not strong enough, you will get injured doing pole dance, or you will not be able to do a ton of things. So better to start doing your... Let me know again in the comments if you want to know what is my calisthenics upper body program for the, you know, just for overall strength, because I have target with my pull-ups too, so I want to do 10 in a row, and now I'm maybe at 7. So yeah, to fix all this issue with upper back engagement and engagement of the shoulders, you need to do strength training apart from the pole dance. Let's try to do the full negative. Okay, I wasn't able to do the suspending part as I did before for that long. Okay, let's do on the other side. Yeah, so I was not working with my bottom arm. I was not pressing. It wasn't working at all. I couldn't press. That's why I was hanging on my top arm, and of course it was loading my back way more than it needed to be. So I fixed that, and sometimes I also, during the day, I do a few reps of this, just pressing. Same GTG method. I'm just applying and do this during the day, every few hours. 1, 2, 3. And for the press up, you know, to make this bottom arm really engage and work, I figure out that the press into the brass monkey, that like when you keep your armpit on the pole and then the bottom arm, so you can really feel the pushing of the bottom arm in that. Maybe I'll try to do this now. So I just realized that I often do this kind of like same time when I'm practicing my handstand press by GTG method. I'm also doing this kind of pike press to the brass monkey, because I really trained my bottom arm to work and really press and really engage. Because in this movement, like that I will try to show you now, if you're not pressing with your bottom arm, you're not gonna get into the movement. So you see, so I've been doing this also. I did handstand press practice. Yeah, because like you can really feel like if your bottom arm is not working, you're not gonna be able to do this. The last thing that I want to practice today is for the handstand press is just to try to suspend it in the most difficult movement, which is this, and try straight arms, try to suspend. Try to do this again, but really like, yeah, really more working. Try to pull with upper hand and pushing with the bottom arm. Really important. Really need to feel to push more with bottom arm as I feel. So that's it. That's how I'm practicing for my handstand or pike press. Hopefully after 1-2 months, maximum 2 months, hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate that this works. I really want to. But for today, I just wanted to show you guys how I'm working. Let me know if it's useful for you. Let me know in the comments if you need me to make any tutorial to explain something, show you something, maybe, guys, you know. Because when I was starting my pole dance journey, there was no one who was showing. I mean, I didn't find anyone who was showing these kind of things. How they are working out, how they learn new tricks, what is the process of how they progress and stuff. So just let me know if it's useful. And yeah, subscribe for more.